Hello, Greener Eyes here. Today I'm going to do a gut of this ZIkon SK6. I ended up getting it the other night, and it is a fun lock. The other thing I want to mention is I went down to my local makerspace and I printed out this 3D lock holder from LockNoob. It can do kick cylinders, Euro cylinders, and mortise cylinders. I did have to enlarge it to 105% from the files that I found on Thingiverse, which I'll link to in the comments below. But I wanted to show that off because that worked very, very well. And so we did get it picked. I picked it with a Sparrow's very thin pry bar, top of the QA tension, and used one of the SS Devs hooks in 18,000s. So we'll go ahead and to gut this, we're going to go ahead and lock it up. That'll make it easier. We see that the key does work. I did modify it a little bit from the original by taking, when I first got this, I went ahead and cut it in half, and then I went ahead and tapped these out and put in grub screws so that way this will become a challenge lock at one point. So that's the thinking behind that. But for the gut, we'll go ahead and do it traditionally after we get the circlip off. Maybe. Oh, this is one of the bigger ones. There we go. Nope, not quite. You gotta love circlips. And so this is a nice thick circlip, and the biggest thing I had to do when I was messing around with this core was find a circlip, a washer, which I ground down, and then I had to put in a brass kind of crappy shim, which I still need to work on a little bit. And then this fit just fine. So that was an interesting project in its own right. Okay, we do have a sidebar on this. Oh God, no, I didn't just do that. Well, this has just turned into a whole different type of video. Oh, yep, and there goes. Okay, our dimple pins our side pins are in there. Our sidebar just fell out, as well as our number 1, our number 2, and a master wafer. 2 master wafers, it looks like there. Okay, like I said, this just turned into a whole different. Oh, hey, I got some turnage. Let's use that to our advantage. Okay. Okay, let's see here. That needs to go back and do its hole. And I know that you can hear my 5-year-old out there. I apologize. Oop, we might have just by the hair of our chins. Did we? No way. Holy moly. Okay. See? Stay cool, stay calm, drop pins like crazy. And everybody's going to want to make sure that I can repin it. Let's see. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I believe there are. So let's go ahead and take this guy off really quick. And let's go ahead and get 5 out, 4 out, 3 out. We got 2 and 1. And then we have these guys on the side here. So these are passive, and they correspond to their little dimples in there. And you can see there's 4 spots for that. So let's go ahead, and those will be the same size. And then we have that little guy that walks in there, which I believe gets hit right there in this little notch on the key. Okay, so there is our core. And we'll go ahead and straighten this out. Put these guys off into, let's go ahead and put these guys here with the sidebar, so that way in the next day or whenever I get around to putting this back together, I do it correctly. And like I said, my intention with this steel, nice. The intention with this lock is to make it into a challenge lock, which if I'm doing that, I'm probably going to get rid of all these master wafers in here. And this is how it came too. I didn't, like I said, the only thing I did was tap out and modify the, oh, come on. Modify the Bible so that way it would accept grub screws. And you can see the bitting's not bad on this actually. Got that nice low pin right there before that back there, but it didn't take too terribly long to pick. Now for the fun part, let's go ahead and get these guys out of here. Okay, so we have a standard pin there. An enormously long spring. This one is a spool pin. With a different spring. Did I lose a spring when I first did this? There is very much that possibility. Standard, because all those springs should be the same. Spool, spool, and then this should be standard. All right, and let's dump the springs. Oh, there goes one. There we go. Missing one. I lost one somewhere. Oh, well. No, it's in there. I see it. Come on. I think that's the spring. Yep. Boy, that thing's really compressed. Okay, maybe I jacked that up a little bit more than I thought I did when I put these grub screws in. Either way, this will be a fun project. But if we look, there's the pins, and that there is the ZIkon SK6. Very fun lock to pick. The keyway on this thing is just a blast. I love that. That was so much fun. So this will be a challenge lock, and once I get it together, I'll send it out. All right, take care.